Heyo! Here we are in Stationeers, part 8 of our base series on Mars. While we were offline, I did a little mining so that you didn't have to watch me do the mining. And I want to move all of these machines inside so that when we're working on them, we're not wasting our oxygen. I'm also going to put down a couple more solar panels over here. And I'm thinking these turbines I'm just going to put for now. So what I can do is, maybe I can't. Thought I could mount them on this side. I guess I can't. Well, that is an interesting problem we're going to have to work around. So I can either put them here, which narrows this walkway significantly. Or I'll have to think about that for a second. I was certain I could put them on the side, though. Maybe they changed it. Well, that makes this an interesting conundrum. Decisions. Do we have steel sheets? We have 3. We're going to need more than 3. I want to hook my windmills up to this power. They need a frame to support. I might be able to just squeeze them along here. We'll see. Get some sheets going. So what I want to do is I want to come out like so. Need a couple more frames, I think. So we'll build a couple more frames.
Power low.
Solar panel kit, copper and steel. Copper. Good thing we made a whole bunch of steel. Okay, so I want to put that guy there, that guy there. So I gotta make these ones airtight because they're gonna be the floor of the new interior. I'll probably need some more frames actually around here to build things on. So that's a good thing, like I said, we made lots of steel. Okay, we got one of those. That's good. Okay. That should be enough of them. A few more frames. Now I've left this on 100 and whatever 0.5 grams. I should make one more steel sheet, A, to have an even number, and B, to get rid of that 0.5. Because if I pull that ingot out of there, I'll lose the 0.5 grams, which I don't want. Alright, so now I should have 2 solar panels here. I'll need some glass for them, and I'm going to need some heavy cable because I only have 2. So let's get some heavy cable going. I need some gold. Gold, do I have gold? I do. Alright, so let's grab our gold. And I'm just going to put this stuff back in here so I don't lose it. That's enough frames. One more sheet. Okay, now we want to finish off this. And I just need one fella over here. And then I can put these frames away for now. So it's actually cheaper to build steel frames than it is iron frames, believe it or not, in the long run, if you do the math. Now we have to make that decision. We're on 0.5, so we'll do one more to get rid of it. Plus, it gives us an even number for the OCD types. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to move this. So I'm going to... Well, let's get rid of some things first so we have some room. We're going to have to put these fellas down here. And we want the power on that side. There we go. And they need a little glass. And then they're gonna need some heavy cable. And this will take care of the power side of things. So they're hooked up to power, we just need to hook them up to data. And if you remember, we're using light cable for data because there's not that much draw that we need to be concerned that it's going to exceed the 5,000 watts and burn the cable. See, that one immediately starts to... It'll go from flat, it'll rotate to the proper position once it hooks up to data. And that's because when I did the programming, I did it as a batch, so it doesn't care if there's more than one. Now, what I would like to do, my original plan was to put these on the side, but I don't think I can. So, for now, what I may do, I want to hook them up to this main power line. Let's see if I can put them like so. And then all I have to do is run power to them. Obviously, you need more cables. So now they'll start to bring in power overnight. It's usually just a trickle. It depends on the strength of the wind. But it's better than nothing. Okay, so now we've got a little extra power coming in. I guess I don't need to move this for now. I may move it later. But we've got power, goes up here, comes down, in here, through there, and into the back of the battery. So that will charge the battery. So what you can do is if you want to check, we have a card here. I guess maybe it's inside, called a network analyzer they usually give us. And you can use the network analyzer. If you point it at a cable with your tablet, it will show you how the power is flowing. Perhaps I've left it inside. Let's take a look. I gotta take my suit off for a bit anyway. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's put that there for now. I'm gonna turn off my light. And just put my suit in my hands. Just so I can get rid of this hygiene issue. Because what happens when you have the hygiene debuff, you go through, I believe it's water and possibly food more quickly. So, I want to avoid that. So if you just take it off and kind of air yourself out a little bit, you'll be in better shape. Kind of find the stuff in the dark here. So you take your analyzer, you put it in the tablet. I know there's a cable around here somewhere. There. You can see it tells you by number the solar panel dual, arc furnace is off, unpowered, area power control is on, 10 watts. It tells you your actual usage, how many devices, potential usage, and required usage. So, just wondering if it'll tell us how much. Maybe not, because they're probably on the other circuit. Alright, we got rid of our hygiene. So let's go back outside. We'll take a look at the heavy cable, see if it shows us anything different. And swap out our power. So looking at the heavy cable, right, so it shows the station battery, 835 versus, I think it was 300 and change, 225 megawatts, and it doesn't tell us how much these guys are bringing in, which is what I was hoping it would. It shows them. You can see it's fluctuating. It's going down. So it's just based on the wind. Okay, so where are we at? We've got... Let me put this card away, actually. Okay, so we got some iron walls. So I'm going to just use these up because that's what we built the base with to begin with. We've improved our power. We've improved it, and now I can begin to expand the base. So I'm just going to continue with windows. Now I have to make sure, yep, they're on the inside. Right, want to match them up. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to capture this space here. And where are these ones? That's too high? Yes, so they are down here. So this will be the inside of our new base. We still have a little walkway around the back here. Later on I may add a walkway here. I don't need it right now. Now we're gonna need iron sheets and glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. about 36 iron sheets. So I can put this away, and I have 9. Iron in here is 20. I'm gonna grab some more iron. This is why I did all this mining ahead of time. And start making iron sheets. And what I'll do is I'll start over here first. I won't do the glass at this time. You know, that can get confusing. As long as I remember where I've been. I'm gonna have to move that air conditioner and these air conditioning pipes if I'm gonna recapture that space, and I have to move this actually too. So for now, I will put this here just temporarily. So I needed 36, I did 9. It's probably enough. Just start with the walls, one at a time. This way I keep track of what I've done and what I haven't. Okay, so all the walls are done. I just like when I'm doing, so for example, these ceilings, I just stand in the center and you can see there you can hit all 4 at once. Then I just move down to the next 4-way junction. And I just put my pointer over the bolt holes. Seems to be the easiest way to do it. Okay. So now we have filled this in. Now we need glass. Glass, we're going to need quite a bit. So I'm going to put these sheets back, put these sheets back, grab some glass. We have 22. To make glass, we're going to need some silicone. So let's look up our glass sheets and we'll start getting those made. And then what I'll do is I'll just do the walls first and then the ceiling after. Leave this one open so I can get out. Oh, we used all our silicon. Okay, well, let's see where that gets us. So I can still get in here. So what I'm going to do is just go up on the roof. And then I can just put them in on the roof. I'll do the same thing I was talking about. Just stand... Oh. Stand on the... Stand in the middle and hit all 4 at once. Okay, and just run on every square to make sure it's all nice and sealed up. I would like to capture this area as well. That's going to be a little trickier because I've got some hydro and stuff running through here. But what I'll do is I'll take this coal out. Pull up this guy. Now, if I capture this area, this is going to be halfway in, halfway out. So do I want it in or out? I think I want it in. So what I think I'm going to do... I might just put that there. So what I'll do is I'll pick this up. And then I'm going to have my main power come in there. Which is from this guy here. So I want the power to go up. So I need to run this to here. What I would like to is enclose this battery. Hate to waste all that power, but we're here now, so let's do it now. Angle grinder. Wrench. Making sure there's no power running along there. Slight overhaul. Okay, so here's our battery. We're going to put it here. The power comes in the back of the battery. Like so. I'm going to move that over one more, I think. Turn that on. So it will start getting power, at least from the windmills. And then what I'm going to do is... So I've got power coming in there. Can I hook this here? Now if I build a wall around this, open that up from behind. this guy in here. He's at 100%. All right, I need one that's not at 100%. Is he charging? Or it won't charge till that's charged. I think that'll take priority. So what I'm gonna do is, let's hook this back up. And this doesn't have power. So it's gonna need power from here. Okay, now we've got power. We need to open up our area power control, put a battery in it. See, if I turn it on, we'll have power now. I'll put this battery in here. And then it is gonna drain power. That doesn't have any power. All right, so let's turn this off for now. So we want to get this guy some power. So what I can do is I put my coal generator down here. Neaten this up a bit. Still hasn't gained power. So I'm going to probably put that on the other side then. Probably put this on the wall in here. Okay, that's all connected. You're getting power. You I can get rid of. Put this guy down. So I'm going to build that wall there. So I'm going to put this outside the wall. And I just want it to pump some power in. So I can go get my coal back. Put this fella in here. Turn that on. Hopefully I don't blow up any cables. We should be generating power. I'll turn this guy on too. Okay, now. Right, we almost created a bad circuit there. Because this is my incoming power into there. But this was my power from here. So... So now we have power back to here. Do we have power to here? We do. So our satellite or solar panels are tracking. We're getting power from there. I didn't mix up my power lines before I blew something up. I don't know why I have this on heavy. Oh, because it's coming from there. But I could put a transformer in if I wanted to. Okay, power's low, but that's okay. I can just move this guy to that guy. Now, I could just be able to turn this on. I can put this guy in here. This guy in here. Turn that on. 51. 55. Okay, so they're charging. That's good. That's charged. Okay, so now I can safely and happily grab some walls. I only have 2. And then put that fella there. I'm out of walls, eh? I'll have to make some wall iron. How many do I need? Just 1. Iron window, okay. Iron sheets. And glass. Oh, I have glass. Okay. All right, so what I have hopefully done now is I've expanded the interior by building glass structure all the way around. Just checking to make sure I have glass in all these. It looks like I do. Double check the ceiling. As far as I can tell, we're sealed in. So what I'm going to do now is, if you notice, when I check the atmosphere, the atmosphere of Mars is 30 or 95% carbon dioxide, 2.96% nitrogen, 1.44% oxygen, and a little bit of pollution. So none of that will kill our plants. So normally, like if I was on a different planet where it was hostile gas outside that would kill us, what I would do is I would vacuum out this space before I would expose it. But since we have a relatively friendly atmosphere, I'm just going to open the inside. And then we should have enough. I should have enough atmosphere inside there. So inside here is this world atmosphere. Inside here is our base atmosphere. I think we'll be safe enough to pop the walls, mix the two, and then I can get rid of the pollutant. So let's go inside and see how that works out. Okay, so let's close our vent. Here we are on the inside. Now I can dismantle this wall here. Okay. And then I have to be careful what I'm doing here. Ah, see, I did not secure that floor. But that's okay. We can do that quickly. We should be safe. Temperature in here is 31. Let's turn on our air conditioner, which we're going to probably move anyway. And we'll open up the rest of the base. So we want to go this way. So now we're having a mixture of air from in here to in here, and it will equalize. Which is what we want. I didn't weld these floors either. So we're gonna have to fix that. Oh, those are steel frames. And we're losing oxygen. So I need to hurry. Okay, so that should seal that off. Let's go inside and seal the rest of it off. Iron frames, so I need iron sheets for that. There. Now, let's see what we've done with our atmosphere and how we can fix it. Alright, so we have 75-degree temperature in here, which is not good. It is cooling off. I think we have that temperature because we were welding inside. So our plants want it too hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these plants out. If you hold down the Alt key, you can do it much faster, but then you have the risk of planting by accident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now our plants aren't going to die. Put the wheat in the fridge. Put the seeds in the fridge. I'm going to pull out my miner just to clean up the floor. This way I know what is 100% cleaned off and what isn't. Okay, so now we have moved everything to where it should be. We're all sealed. Could have been a smoother transition had I sealed these floors properly. We're down to 64 degrees. The air conditioner is on. We have not a lot of pressure. So what I can do is just drop this guy right here. This will increase our pressure and decrease our temperature. And I can go outside and get some more ice to balance out our room. So I can open this guy up. Thing about Mars, it's forgiving. Other planets, if you made this mistake, you may not well survive it. So we want to get some pressure up and we want to get some temperature down. We're not going to need the air conditioner on for now because it's only 15 degrees in here. But we do need quite a bit of pressure. Let's see.
Low pressure.
Pressure's still too low. We need 50 pressure, I think. No, 30 pressure. Okay, so we're good for humans. If we check for wheat, their ideal temperature max is minimum grow temperature pressure. So their ideal is 50 kilopascals. So we want to get at least 50 kilopascals of pressure in here. So we've got 32 now. We can always go get some more ice to melt. Now this, I'm going to have to move. So ideally, what I would like to do, I'll just take this down, is I want to move all this stuff out of the way. Because I want to take these plants. I can put off of this power, if you count, 3 each side. 1, 2, 3. Don't count the center one. So I want to put 2 more here and then another row here. And that should be enough food to sustain us. I'm going to have to move this fridge. And then I'm going to have to move this. So what I may do for now is put these down here. Take the microwave off. Disconnect that. I'm going to move the fridge down to the corner here. Those eggs are almost destroyed. I don't think we're going to get to the eggs this time, so I'm not too concerned. That's a whole other adventure, which we'll talk about on another time. So I just have to put that stuff in the fridge. That's all the stuff that needs to be in the fridge. And then I can recapture these cables.
Hydration critical.
Power is there on the fridge. Still missing one somewhere. Okay, let's start moving this stuff out of the way. I can see better what's going on over here. So I'm gonna want to put down 2 more. taking me to here, so I'm okay to run power to here. Need more cable. Let's go get some more cable. Need a little more cover. Do I have any more oxide? Let's see. Do not in there. I do not in there. So I need to go get some oxide. Silver nearby, that's good. Quickly look, see if there's any oxide in the immediate vicinity. Because I didn't turn on my beacon, so I don't want to get lost in the dark. Somewhere, oh, there's some oxide there. So the base is there. That fellow there, put that there. So we'll just grab some oxide, which again, because we're on Mars, this is easy to do. Other planets, it would be quite difficult. For example, Venus, there is no ice, so you would have to get it from a trader or come up with another solution. Generally, plants, which breathe carbon dioxide and expel oxygen. You would need a whole lot of plants to do that, which we don't have. So what we'll do is we'll just grab some oxide quickly. And see if we can get the base up to a nice habitable pressure / temperature for the plants. Okay, and now I need, what do I need? 3 hydroponics? I believe they come in here. One. 2 and 1 more. Actually, I need, I'll do 2 rows, I'll need 7. How much iron do I have? 4. These things use a lot of iron. There's the old timer. We're up to an hour. 4, 5, 2 more. 6. And last one. Okay, back inside. So these ones will automatically connect to water. These ones will not because I haven't connected to water, but I'm just going to place them down now so they're out of my inventory. I'll connect them to water after, because I'm probably going to move this in a minute. A short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, one too many. 1, 2. So this guy would be in what's darkness. So put him over here for now. Okay, so these should have water. And these should not. Okay, so we're good that way.
Power low.
Okay, apparently I need some water. Let's get some water. And where's my cereal bar? Okay, so that'll fix that. Now, my plan is to move this fellow over here because I want to eventually put in ice crushers to crush water ice to make water. And I may just put them here so I can move that guy down. I may not have to. I might just leave him there for now. But let's continue with our powering of the fridge. Okay, the fridge has power, so that's good. So now it's just a case of organizing things. So this was our table, which gets power at the front. Power is there. So if I'm going to put ice crushers near there to get water to those guys, I should put this down here. And then I can run power to it from back there, perhaps. Not enough room. Oh, what I can do is run power to there from here. So why do I have power? I guess that's for data purposes. Okay, now we have power. We'll have probably room for the ice crushers now. So I can put this guy back here. This guy back here. Okay, now we have some wheat we can plant. What? We're not at the right pressure in here yet, are we? So let's put some more oxygen in here. Go to the far corner of the room. Okay, so we're at half decent temperature. If we look at wheat, the minimum temperature, ideal temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. So we are at 11. Sun is coming up, so that'll warm it up. Gonna have to do something with this cable later. Okay, so now we have a mess. So let's decide where we want to put our shelves. I can probably bring the machines in here and just put them right there. So I'm gonna put this guy probably over here. So for now, I'll just put a shelf
Air tank low.
here and here. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean up a bit. Just randomly throw things on. And then later on, I'll go through and organize it properly. That stacker I'm going to need. Okay, temperature 12 degrees. Let's deal with this fella here. Water canister. You, I finally have room to put somewhere else. She's over here for now.
Air tank critical.
Alright, it's warm enough for humans. So I can take my suit off. It is daytime. Right, we're going to deal with this. Okay, so I need to make some space. Now I want to put this, I think, over here.
Power low.
So just basically shift this whole thing over. I just need to leave enough room to put in. I guess I could just run it straight up. So I take this. And then I could just run that straight up. So this should still have gas in it. Which it does. So as long as I just take this and attach it to there, that's a good start. So let's see if I have enough pipe to do that. Okay, so now we're all hooked back up to this pipe. I can move this pipe somewhere later, like over here, or run it up the wall here. But for now, it will serve its function. I just need to get power. Oh, that's for the sensor, okay. Okay, so to get power to here, it's safe to run along here. That's my power. And I do want to automate this, so I'll hook up the data. All right. So now we're at 14 degrees, 52 degrees Celsius. If I want to get some more heat in here, I can just drop a flare, and that will increase the heat. The good thing about the oxide is it brings in oxygen and nitrogen. Unfortunately, it's very cold, so it cools off the temperature. Alright, so now we've expanded our base significantly. What I can start to do is bring these machines in from outside. So I'll drop a couple more flares. And then I can close my helmet. Now, originally what I had planned was to continue this down this way and move these machines into this wing. But there is sufficient room in there for the machines as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload them of all their materials, stack them up, so you have none. Good. So that should be all of the machines unloaded. And then I'm just going to take them apart. Now they all put together and take apart the same way, so I'll just do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And then the next stage is angle grinder. So then I'll just keep going along, collecting the materials. Wire cutters. Okay, there's the wires for the machines, and now angle grinder. and there's the thing, and now it should just be the... Oh, wrench. Okay, I thought it was the hand drill, but it's the wrench. Okay, and there's the machines. Not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was stick my head through the door, switch to this, and drop those cables. That's what I wanted to do. I don't think I'll be using the arc furnace anymore, so I think I can get rid of it for now. Alright, so let's go inside. See where we're at. Temperature, oh, we got it up to 23. Power critical. There, power is not critical. 23 degrees. What do we want? Minimum is 20, max is 30. Okay, so we're right in the right range. So we can plant some wheat. Now we only have water in the outside ones. So we'll just plant in the outside ones. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. We have 4 machines. Let's start with the autoclave. Now, we want to have enough room to put stuff in and get stuff out. So I think what I'm going to do is if I put them one there, one here. That's inside the room. Yep. What is this? Tool manufacturer. Put him at the end. Let's go electronics. It's a little close together. Put that guy there. And this guy. What I might do. He's not going to get used a lot. I can put him that way. I might have to move that shelf. This is wrench. We'll see if that works. If not, I can move it later. But we have to weld in here. It's gonna make it hot. Well, I have no choice. I didn't think that through very well. Fortunately, we have lots of ice. That's not too bad temperature-wise. I can turn this guy on, and I can set him to 23. He should immediately cool the temperature off. And then is it this? Okay, that's not too bad. The problem is, no, we don't have a lot of pollutant. That's good. It seems to be deleting itself, which is fine. If not, I can certainly make a filter to get rid of the pollutant. The temperature is 33, so we're still within safe parameters. It's not going to die, but it's not going to grow well. But the air conditioning is on. So it should cool off in here. Eventually. Pressure efficiency, temperature, process. What I need is I need to get my input, which is here, and I need to put more vents and more pipes so that it sucks the room dry quicker. All right, where were we here? Construct. All right. Now we have our machines. They are going to need power. Some more cables over here.
Hunger caution.
Okay, they have power. Now I need to bring all that stuff that's out there in here, and I could probably put a couple shelves right, well, a shelf there anyway for the ingots. Hunger caution. Hunger caution. Once again, you are in the way. No matter where I put this thing, it never lands properly. Oh, look at that. Alright, don't touch it. It's perfect. Okay, hunger. Do I have a cereal bar? I do not. I can make one. Where's my flour? Where's my flour? All right, got some cereal bars going. We got some flour. I got potatoes if I really need emergency food. I should probably just eat those potatoes. Problem is, I will lose my water efficiency if I do that, but I want to get rid of them. So let's just, I've got what? 13? We'll just get rid of them. That'll just give us time for more flour. Okay, thriving, that's good. They're thriving. None of them are in darkness, which is what we want. I used up all my wheat. How many seeds do I have? 9, so I will wait. Okay, we've got this power. We've got power running over here. The air conditioning is on. It is cooling down, albeit slowly. So that's pretty much what we wanted to accomplish today. Next time, I'm going to move these guys inside. Probably do that off stream. And then what I need to do is we need to get a source of oxygen and a source of water. So we have lots of water. We have 39 liters of water still, plus we have, I think, 10 liters in this guy here. But eventually what we're going to do is I'm going to hook up an ice crusher outside, and then I can take water ice, put it in the ice crusher. It will run into these pipes here, and it will fill these guys up with water. Then I'm going to do the same thing with an oxygen ice crusher and use this kind of oxide to, maybe I'll do it over here. I have to figure out where I want to do that, possibly here. And then I need to hook it up to this oxygen tank so that I can get some more oxygen, because we're slowly running out of oxygen. And then I'll have a source of oxygen, a source of water, a source of food, a source of power. Speaking of power, how is our power doing? Oh yes, our power is inside here now. The reason I brought our power inside is because right now it's 33 degrees in here. On Mars, it goes down to about minus 46 at night and plus 20 something during the day. So what I'm trying to do is stop the drain of power from the cold temperature by leaving the battery in here. It's a little more power efficient. All right, so I think we're in pretty good shape to end the stream for today. What I need to do is move these two guys inside. I might leave this one out here because I need to do more construction outside. But to do that, I'm going to need, and I can just cheat by looking through the wall and throwing these guys in here. I need, obviously, materials to do construction. These guys I can just put on me. Okay, power's going okay. Turn this guy off for now. All our batteries are charging. That's good. I don't think we have any shorts to worry about. This is still working. So I just want to make sure I have access to this port here. So if I just put that guy there, and I have access to my materials. There, now I can build stuff if I need to. Alright, I can split my ingots from there. I can bring them over here and split them in the splitter if I need to.